So last time I went camping with my brothers, I, on a whim, bought some apple cobbler mix with those little cheap cupcake mixes that were chocolate chip. And it was so good. So I'm actually going to try to advance on that a little bit. I've got real apples and not just the cobbler pie filling stuff. I also have cake mix and chocolate chips. I'm going to throw these together. I'm going to chop up my apples, and I want them to be really thin. Pretty proud at how thin these little guys are. Okay, so my hope here is that the bottom of this ends up being like an apple crisp kind of situation. So in order to achieve that, a couple different things I'm going to do that's going to complicate things more than I would normally do them. So first I want to get a whole stick of butter in here. Now I'm going to go ahead and melt it because I want to be able to pour it over these apples instead of waiting for it to melt whenever we put this on the fire. And I want to do that because I don't want these apples, I want them to be kind of coated in this instead of them potentially getting burnt while we wait for the butter to melt, because fire is hard to predict. So, good melted butter. So I'm going to put about a cup of brown sugar in here. And I'm just grabbing it like this because I didn't want this butter to splash all over the place if I dumped it in. I'm just pouring this over my apples. This is an oats and honey granola that I want to be the crisp part of this. And I want these pieces to be nice and tiny so that they get soaked in real well. I wing this stuff so hard that I'm sitting here thinking, with this real layer of crunchy, I'm considering putting some pats of butter on top of it just to keep things from being too dry right here and to get these to soften up. Some butter chunks on here just to make sure things don't dry out. This is just yellow cake mix, and I'm just going to make it the way it says to say. It says a cup of water. I'm not doing that. I'm doing milk. Okay, last thing I swear. Chocolate chips. And I'm not doing a whole bunch of these. I think that's like a quarter cup. It's enough to just know they're there, I'd say. These need to be chilled until I use them too, so I'm going to put these in the fridge.